Subterranean termites are one of the most destructive wood-destroying insects in the United States. They cause billions of dollars of damage each year, more property damage than it is caused by fire and windstorms combined. In nature, subterranean termites are beneficial. They break down dead trees and other wood materials that would otherwise accumulate. The biomass of this breakdown process is recycled back to Mother Earth. Termites are not considered a pest until they attack or infest the wood elements of our homes or businesses. Their presence is not always readily noticeable because they hide their activity behind wallboards, siding, and wood trim. Several species of termites are found in the United States. They live in every state except Alaska. The two major types of termites that can be found in Texas are the Formosan termite and the subterranean termite. We are going to dedicate this video to the subterranean termite. Subterranean termites are a social insect that live in nests and colonies in the soil, hence the name subterranean. The colonies contain three castes: the reproductives, the workers, and the soldiers. Reproductive males and females can be winged or wingless. They are often referred to as swarmers. The color of the bodies of swarmers vary by species from coal black to pale yellow-brown. Wings on a swarmer appear to be clear and have few distinct veins. Worker termites make up the largest number of individuals within any given termite colony. Workers do not have wings. They appear creamy white in color. They do all of the work in the colony, from feeding the other castes, grooming the queen, excavating the nest, and making tunnels. In working, they chew and eat the wood source, causing the destruction that makes termites economically important as long as the food source is not our homes. Soldier termites resemble the working termite in color and general appearance, except that soldiers have large, well-developed brownish heads with strong mandrels or jaws. Soldiers defend the colony against invaders, which are primarily ants. It is important to be able to distinguish between swarming termites and ants. They often swarm around the same time of year, but the cost to control and the treatment measures for each differ greatly. If you find signs of winged insects, do not automatically panic and assume that they are termites. Carefully pick one up and look at it under a magnifying glass. Termites can be distinguished from ants by comparing their physical characteristics. Winged termites have straight, beaded antennae, a long body with a thick waist with only two body segments, and four fragile wings of equal size and shape. Winged ants have elbowed antennae with three body segments with a thin neck and a thin waist, with two forewings that are larger than the two rear wings. Look for the most common sign, though, the color. Subterranean termite swarmers are solid black, while ants are usually red and black or red and brown in color. Understanding the biology and habits of termites is important. After a termite colony has matured, which normally occurs between 2 to 4 years, swarmers are produced. Swarming usually occurs from January through April during the daylight hours and usually after a rain. Environmental factors such as heat, light, and moisture also are triggers for the emergence of swarmers. Both males and female swarmers fly from the colony and travel varying distances. They are extremely weak flyers, and wind currents usually carry those that travel any distance at all. Only a small percentage of swarmers survive to develop their own colonies. The majority fall prey to birds, toads, insects, and other predators. Many also die from dehydration or injury. Moisture is very important to the subterranean termite, which have very little resistance to dehydration. To survive, they must maintain contact with the soil, which is their primary moisture source, or other above-ground moisture sources such as structures with defective plumbing or guttering. Subterranean termites derive their nutrition from wood and other material containing cellulose. Wood, paper, cotton, cardboard, burlap, and other plant products are often actively attacked and consumed by termites. Termites foraging for food above ground protect themselves with shelter tubes, which are sometimes also called mud tubes. Worker termites build these tubes from particles of soil and wood and is held together by saliva secretion and fecal matter. The tubes may be thinly constructed or large and thick-walled to accommodate larger numbers of termites to move between the colony and the food source. This construction material can also be found lining the galleries built in the wood being attacked and aids in identifying termite-damaged wood. Shelter tubes often are used to bridge masonry and other objects, allowing termites access to the food source above ground. Damage caused by termites can be found in dead trees and brush, which are the natural food source for termites. When the land is cleared of these materials and houses are built, termites then infest the homes and structures that replace their natural food source. Termites can enter buildings through wood in direct contact with the soil, by building shelter tubes over or through foundations, by entering directly through cracks and joints in or under a foundation. Any material in direct contact with the soil, such as trees, vines, and plumbing fixtures, serve as an avenue for infestation. Signs of infestation vary. The presence of swarmers, wings left behind by swarmers, or damaged wood are often the first signs of termites are infesting a structure. Swarmers are generally the first signs of infestation noticed by homeowners, which is often the presence of swarmer reproductives on window sills or near lighting fixtures or in the bathroom areas. Swarmers inside the house usually indicate an active infestation inside the structure. The presence of swarmers outdoors is a natural phenomenon, but should be a good warning sign that termites are nearby. Wings left behind by the swarmers are often good indicators. Wings discarded by swarmers are a normal part of their behavior and often found near the exit sites on the window sills or in cobwebs. In the large number of cases, you may find launching castles, which are often referred to as launching shelters. These launching castles are constructed of very thin walls that can be easily broken open by the swarming termites that are leaving the colony. The launching castles are typically found in high locations near a wall and ceiling interface, or can be found in attic areas as well. The higher locations will help the swarmers to travel greater distances away from the colony they are leaving. Infestations can also be detected by the presence of shelter tubes going up the sides of the foundation piers, utility entrances, or foundation walls. And in some cases, you will find that the termites have eaten the paper from between the paint on the walls and the gypsum board. Gypsum board is also sometimes referred to as drywall or sheetrock. The average shelter tube size measures from 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch in width, but can be much larger. The size of the shelter tube is largely based on the length of time the termite infestation has gone undetected. The larger the tube, the older the infestation. If the shelter tube is in use, the interior of the tube will be moist and there will be workers and soldier termites present within the tube. If a section of the tube is broken open, the workers will immediately begin to repair the breach to avoid losing essential moisture and to help prevent attack from predators. Wood damage is not always found immediately, but is definitely a good indicator that an infestation exists or has existed in the past. Any wood-to-ground contact is a potential site for entering into a structure. Wood that has a dull, thudding sound when struck by a screwdriver or hammer should be examined further. Damaged wood is almost always confined to the soft springwood growth of the wood, and the tunnels tend to follow the grain of the wood as well. They either are lined with the same material used to build the shelter tubes or have a pale, spotted appearance resulted from the fecal material plastering the interior of the tunnel surfaces. Thorough inspections can determine whether an infestation or wood damage is present, whether remedial control measures are needed, or what conducive conditions that are present that would encourage a termite infestation. Inspection should be performed by a licensed termite inspector, well-trained in construction elements and familiar with termite behavior and environmental requirements for termite survival. If you are in need of a quality inspection for wood-destroying insects in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, call one of our customer care coordinators today. If you live outside of our coverage area, you should be able to find a licensed termite inspector through the state regulatory body that regulates pest control operators in your area or state. Thank you for your time, and please feel free to contact us through our contact information on the trailer of this video.
A-Action Home Inspection Group has several more videos posted on our website. That's at a-action.com. A, that little dash sign, action.com. If you find these videos informative, don't forget to rank them and post comments. A-Action Home Inspection Group is here when you need the correct answers to your inspection questions.